So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Yeah, this one's high, but not very far. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 2. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off play action. Herbert. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Down. 15 yards. 15 yards. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. There goes.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Guard, guard. 24. 49, check 49, check 49. Alert flare, flare, flare. Watch the safety creep. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Get it.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
56. Hey,
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 3rd and 2, Herbert. This is Johnson. He's got it. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 43-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Double time. Double time. 3 down, 3 down. Shift, shift. Go, go.
Back to throw. Herbert. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Right here, right here. Mike 55, Mike 55.
2nd down, Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Geis, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, let's go, Time to go, night. Switch. Check.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returning it is Moore. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Tight ends on the ring go. 3 down, 3 down.
Looking to throw. Herbert, quick slant, caught by Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's where you belong. Ready, Brick. Mike, 56, right there, 56. He don't know no better. Wide, get wide. General West. 56, Mike. Go.
On third down, here's Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Second and 4 at the 24-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper. 56. Okay, zoom.
To throw on second down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Now watch one. Let's go.
From the gun, Herbert. He gets this one to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Squeeze, double. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. So we got man now. Pilot 64. Weak. Check 6 guys. Hey, seam 6. Get it.
On first and 10, Herbert. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Check safety. Hey! Ready?
They give to Johnson going right. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yep. 56. Let's go. 56 is the mark. Speed grip.
To throw on third down. Herbert. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Check 56. Come on. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
On first down, Herbert. It's caught by Coleman. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check 15. Check 15. 36. 36. Recon, 132 fighter. Check black 47. Check.
Second down and inches. Incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's third and inches.
Hey, watch the slant.
Coleman now. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Check 13. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. I'm coming for you. You must. Now.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Fresno. 80 weapons. Mike's 47. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike. Go.
Johnson running right. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
We go. 70, Indy. Protein spill. Watch the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Second and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
They're not ready for this. They still playing suck. Y'all playing wrong.
Now it's Haskins. Flush to his right. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
51, 51. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Geis. And an alley to run. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the Lions' 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check 9, check 9. Spike 51, Mike 51.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Check 4, check 4. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 51 the mic, boy, 51.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins, and that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, let's go. We ain't giving them nothing to do. Shift, watch the shift. Mike 51. Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump. 51 Mike. Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. There we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Throwing on first down, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. And let's get this, get this.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike, 55. Check.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Geiss with a carry on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try and get it with Geiss. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Redskin first down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shit. Check 43. Back. Hey.
On first down, this is Geiss. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Check.
This is Geiss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Now after the run by Geiss, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Deep grip.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Hey, exit. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go, G. Here I come. 56 to Mike.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we a split. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I told no risk. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out.